Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Nathan Crane, founder of the Panacea Community, and I'm excited to welcome you here today to another Teachings of Life video interview. I've got a very special guest joining me here today that's just going to share with us some really powerful information. So I'm really excited to have Guy Finley with us. We've been talking now for a few weeks, maybe a month, and I've been following his teachings, and he's got some really powerful information to share. So I want to let you know, as always, if you'd like to ask a question to Guy or myself, go ahead and scroll to the bottom of this page and enter your question at any time, and then I'll go ahead and read it later on the call. Also, we've got a couple people who are going to be joining us via the video, and you know who you are, so just stay tuned, and I'm going to invite you to the Hangout at the proper time as well. So basically, Guy, I've got to say thank you so much for joining us. I'll give everybody a quick little bio about yourself. Guy Finley is the best-selling author of more than 40 books. That's a lot of books. And audio albums on self-realization. He's the founder and director of Life-Liberating Foundation, a nonprofit center for self-study located in Southern Oregon, where he gives talks 4 times a week. He's a faculty member at the Omega Institute in New York, and he's phenomenal. His teachings are phenomenal. I'm really excited about this. So thanks so much for joining us, Guy.
My pleasure, Nathan. This is a unique experience. It's great to use the internet the way that we can do this to share these ideas and to disseminate right principles the way this works.
Yeah, it is exciting. You know, we found that video is quite a bit more engaging. That there's nothing as powerful in my mind as being in person, like the teachings that you're given there at your center. But video to me is the next best thing. And so today the topic is being fearless and free, the essential laws of peace, power, and perfect living. I guess my first question, Guy, is how did you get to the point in your life where you began teaching this particular topic? Because this is pretty powerful stuff.
You know, I think the short answer is that at a really very early age, Nathan, I had the good fortune of being born into a fairly successful family as the world would see it. My father was Time Magazine Man of the Year, and he was entrenched in developing television when it first started in the 50s. So I grew up running with the kids of really the entertainment Illuminati. And from the outset, even as a boy of 7 or 8 years old, I can remember impressions that something was terribly wrong, that there was some huge disconnect between what it was on one hand that these individuals purportedly had and how everybody saw them, and yet so much fear and dysfunction and anger, really, that right away I wanted to know, well, why? Where do you go from here? And of course, I wasn't immune from being fearful myself as a boy, as a young man, because you're in the world and you think the world somehow, if it will approve of you and acknowledge your success, that you're going to feel confident, that you're going to feel as if you're real. And then life, as you know, comes and delivers these blows. And you get up and you try to do the same thing again. Well, one day you realize doing the same thing when it comes to meeting fear doesn't do anything to end the reign of the fearful nature inside of you. So basically, I ran through the gamut of things one does when they're afraid, and then realize it doesn't work. And then a new work begins.
And, you know, fear is like, it's all over the place these days. I mean, literally, you see it on the news, you see it in advertising, you see it on milk cartons. I mean, anywhere that people can put fear, you see it. And, you know, that used to kind of bug me quite a bit. And so I actually, to be honest, I haven't watched a regular type of television program for many years now, probably over 10 or 12 years now, mostly because I realized that there's so much fear-based media out there.
But you know what, Nathan? The things in the media and the newspapers and the doom and gloom conversation that you hear taking place amongst others it would have no place to land. It would have no substance of its own if it weren't for the fact that within us, it lands someplace. It moves something in us. Right. And that's really, for me, the real focus, because what you begin to realize is that the problem that with so much fear in the world is that we as human beings have become completely convinced that who and what we are, our success as creatures, depends upon someone or something else recognizing it, or we achieving in the world what we believe will make us fearless, and it's useless. It doesn't do a thing at all. The problem is an interior problem due to a lack of understanding who we are, and the solution is a single solution, and that is discovering who we are and our authentic purpose on this planet.